You're listening to the Winsight Podcast Network.
The CEOs of two major grocery retailers looking to merge are seeking public approval. TravelCenters of America gets closer to its acquisition deal, and one multi-banner grocer has a new CFO. Welcome to Retail Daily, your quick look at the top headlines from CSP Daily News and Winsight Grocery Business. I'm Heather Lally, Editor-in-Chief of WGB.
And I'm Steve Holtz, Editor-in-Chief of CSP. In a Cincinnati Enquirer op-ed piece, Kroger and Albertsons CEOs Rodney McMullen and Vivek Sankaran dispelled what they see as public myths about their company's pending $24.6 billion merger deal. Reiterating earlier statements, they said no store closings or job cuts would result from the transaction, and the combined company would use its scales to lower prices, not increase them. However, a Seeking Alpha column on Monday by Stuyvesant Square Consultancy Managing Director J.G. Collins described the grocery CEO's op-ed as, quote, mild panic and a desperate attempt to spin an increasingly negative view of the merger.
TravelCenters of America has announced that two independent proxy advisory firms have recommended that TA shareholders vote in favor of BP's acquisition of the Travel Center chain in advance of TA's upcoming shareholder meeting on May 10.
Ahold Delhaize has named a replacement for outgoing CFO Natalie Knight. The Dutch Retail Food Group Supervisory Board has nominated Jolanda Poots-Bill to become a member of the management board. She is expected to join the company in mid-August as Executive Vice President of Finance and as a member of the Executive Committee. She will assume the position of CFO on October 1st after an induction period.
7-Eleven Australia has put itself up for sale, according to a statement issued by the retailer's board. The chain of more than 700 convenience stores is privately owned by the Withers and Barlow families, who have a license to operate and franchise 7-Eleven stores in Australia from Texas-based 7-Eleven Incorporated.
The Food and Drug Administration said it is on track to review pre-market tobacco product applications for some of the most prevalent electronic cigarettes by the end of this year. In a recent court update, the agency said it would have 53% of covered applications reviewed and acted on by June 30th, 55% by September 30th, and 100% by the end of the year. The applications include products under popular brands like Enjoy, Juul, Blue, Puff Bar, and others.
Lakeland, Florida-based Publix generated strong sales and a huge jump in net earnings during the first quarter of 2023. Sales for the quarter totaled $14.3 billion. That's a 13.5% increase from $13.2 billion in 2022. Its same-store sales for the 3 months ending April 1st increased 6.4%. Net earnings were $1.2 billion for the first quarter, a more than 100% jump from $618 million in the same period last year.
With the breakup and sale of Mapco Express convenience store chain to Majors Management and Alimentation Couche-Tard, previous owner Copec, based in Chile, has exited the U.S. convenience store market it entered about 7 years ago. The total transaction price is approximately $725 million. The companies expect that transaction will close during the last quarter of this year.
After more than 2 years of work, Texas grocer H-E-B has finished a major remodeling project at its North Hills grocery store in Austin. The location, which opened in 1989, is nearly 100,000 square feet and now features a number of new departments and offerings. The store remained open during the renovation. Upgrades include a new Home by H-E-B department, dedicated curbside pickup parking, a pharmacy with a 2-lane drive-through, more checkout and self-checkout lanes, a full-service meat counter, an H-E-B Bloom's flower bar, and a healthy living department with bulk foods and a nut grinding station.
Instacart patrons can now learn more about the shoppers delivering their orders, such as how often they're on time and how many 5-star ratings they've received. In a blog post to Instacart shoppers, the company said it aims to foster a better overall relationship with shoppers and customers.
Food Lion will open a new store in Little River, South Carolina on Wednesday. The Ahold Delhaize USA grocery chain's newest location will also have an adjacent liquor store. This is Food Lion's fifth liquor store operating next to a Food Lion grocery store and the fourth in the state of South Carolina.
It started out as a lackluster first quarter for meal kit provider Marley Spoon, but sales picked up in February and March, the company said in a recent earnings call. Order frequency took a year-over-year dive in both the United States and Europe, setting the stage for slumping sales to last throughout the year, the company said. That has prompted Marley Spoon to lower its 2023 revenue guidance. Despite that slow start, though, the company anticipates revenue growth in Q4.
Cookies and cream milk is the newest dairy flavor from convenience retailer Weigel's. It's made with fresh milk from local dairy farms and combined with a blend of cookies and cream flavor. Weigel's said the launch is part of its effort to bring its customers new craveable flavors.
And that will do it for today's episode of Retail Daily. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more for your daily dose of retail news. For more on these stories, visit CSP Daily News or winsightgrocerybusiness.com. I'm Steve Holtz.
And I'm Heather Lally. Have a great day.